Hi Gemini, I hope you guys are doing great today. Let's get right into your reading. This is going to be a deep love reading for the end of June for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I'm going to be doing a deep career read in a couple of days. So for those of you who really don't care about relationship as much, I'm not going to be touching on that here. Okay, let's get into it. So we're going to be doing a past, a past, present, and future with some qualifying energies. Let's see what we have in the past. Okay. All right, Gemini. Okay, let's see. Let's pull for the present. Let's see what we get for the present energies. Remember, guys, you definitely want to check at least your rising sign, your moon sign. To remember, your moon sign it's your emotions, right? It's your emotions. So it would make sense if you're here for a relationship that you would check your emotions. The sign that rules your emotions for sure. Sun sign is just your ego consciousness. Okay, Gem, I don't know, these look pretty good. So you guys have the solar eclipse. Let me just flip these cards down. You guys have the solar eclipse in Cancer on the 21st happening in your second house. I do address that a lot more in the June astrology video, so I don't want to go on to that with that too much, but that has to do with the resources, anything that you care about. It's also about, it's actually also the food that you put in your body, food that you enjoy eating, things like that. It has to do with resources. That's where the big gift is coming in for you, just in case you don't remember. Guys, are you kidding me? Stop. You got the world and the sun in your reading? How cool is that? All right, so let's get some healing oracles. Let's get a piece of advice for our Gemini friends, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Deep love for the end of June 2020. Any messages that Gemini needs to understand that might be helpful to them for their relationship. Sexuality. Hello. Hello. Sexuality. Okay. Get in touch with your sexuality, Gem. There you go. Yep. Okay. Let's pull an astro card. See which part of your person you need to be tapping into, right? Because we have all the signs in us. So let's see who's going to be your helper right now. Oh my goodness. Goodness, really? Look, Jupiter. Woo! Very good. All right, well, I'm liking this. Okay. Keep the roll going, please. So we have Sun. We have the world. All right, let's pull some heart oracle. Heart oracle. Not one reversal. Not one reversal. Not that I mind reversals, but it's nice to not have one every now and then, right? Beautiful. Transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Oh boy. All right. Good stuff. All right. Last little row. Island time wellness. And these will pull in as we go through the cards. Okay. Healing heart, cassette, outdated thinking, a snake, clever, malicious, look over his shoulder. Okay, let's roll some astro dice. See what we get here. So we have the 6th house, which is Virgo, has to do with the house of health, your day-to-day. We have Libra. Maybe you can see that. Libra, and we have Neptune. All right, so why don't we talk, I guess we'll talk about the 6th house first. So, where and why do you feel pressure to make a decision like right now? You're being asked to explore where some solitude and a really like a healthy sense of realism could help you realign to your internal code right now. It's really asking you to listen to your body and any messages that your body might be sending you. Like, are you feeling something like deeply intuitively, that's getting in the way of you being able to make a solid decision right now? Although, I mean, yeah, that makes sense just because this is like a month of craziness, right? It just truly is. I mean, from an astrological perspective. And then we have Libra, Libra here, it's time to reclaim your personal power, Gem. It's like any place where you may have been giving it away for free in the name of being nice. right? Your feelings matter. What you want matters. You matter in all of this. You really do. And then we have Neptune, which is about something just being very unclear right now, because it's not supposed to make sense. So just remember, on the other side of logic is where wisdom is. So, you know, you are kind of being told, I mean, really, I'm getting here, like, don't make any big decision right now that you feel like, say, I'm feeling like you feel pushed to make some sort of like definitive decision right now. And the energy here is saying not to do that. Not to do that. Okay. Now, we have sexuality. So, I mean, this is a great card because sexuality is a natural part of life, for goodness sake, all right? It just is. And this is really wanting you to embrace and enjoy your intimate and sensual, passionate nature. And take time right now to explore your sexuality. How do you feel about yourself? You know, how do you feel about yourself when it comes to sex? Do you feel sexy and attractive and happy with your body, or are you judging yourself maybe too harshly? You need to let go of any old feelings of hurt or shame or guilt in relation to your sexuality. And, you know, regarding your relationship, you can indicate that you need to bring some romance back and spice things up. And in order to make sex really incredibly fulfilling and seductive and exhilarating, you need to let go of your defenses and your fears of being intimate with your partner. Really relinquish control, right? And allow yourself to be unguarded and communicative about what, you know, what your needs are as well. It's not always about them, right? Shouldn't be. No one-way streets in that way, right, Jem? No one-way streets. We don't like that, right? Okay, so now having to do with your present, Three of Cups, beautiful. I'm jumping right into the present. Look at me. Can we talk about the past first? The Two of Swords is being across purposes between two either people, two energies, two truths, two paths, because swords are truth, and there are two here, and you're across purposes, and you're needing to make a decision. This is Moon in Libra. Moon is I feel, and Libra is about that 7th house of relationships. It's also about fairness, right? Because Libra's glyph is the scales. So it's this idea of, have things been really fair in whatever relationship you're in, and really trying to get in touch with that. We have the Page of Coins energy here. So page indicates a new cycle. So even if you guys have been together many, many years, you know, again, this is in the recent past here. This does indicate a new cycle. Whenever we have coins, it can mean money, but it can also mean mental, physical, and emotional connection, right? So, but this could also indicate somebody being quite immature with money, or really not, it doesn't have to be you. It could be you dealing with somebody who's immature with money, who just doesn't quite have it all figured out yet. And you guys entering this new cycle together, but money being an issue. Then we have the World energy, which is Saturn, which is all about work, right? Why do I say that? Because the world is the gift that comes on the other side of the hard work that Saturn puts us through, right? It's this big gift. So it's really indicative of you having gone through a whole hell of a lot with this relationship, and this being the gift on the other side. And this coming to light, right? This recognition that you guys have really been through a lot. Now, I do want to say that we have 2 page cards. So I do feel like there is a level of immaturity here, though, right? Because we have the Page of Swords, again, indicating like a new cycle, this new realization. Remember, the pages are always coming in and announcing things, right? They are the beginning of a new cycle, you know, and this would be a truth. So this is like the delivery of a new truth having to do with your relationship. So we have some immaturity here, some sort of issue, some sort of something going on with money, or mental, physical, emotional connection could be that, right? But we have this idea of this announcement coming in. And this being a little bit of a game changer, to be honest with you. It's like you're in this World energy because you've been through so much with this person, but then this realization comes in. This realization, and it could have to do with money, or it could have to do with another individual, only because we do have the Two of Swords there. And again, the Two of Swords, this can be, you know, this is 2 truths, 2 things being true at once, Gemini. A lot of times this comes up when it's like the reality is you may have feelings for 2 people, or there may be 2 different things that you want to do. you know, and you're really not sure how to mitigate it. It doesn't have to necessarily be another person. This could just be, you know, really wanting one thing, but really also wanting something else, you know. And then having this Page of Coins energy, it really does indicate this new cycle of this connection. Or, but again, there's this level of immaturity to have two pages. But then we have the World, and again, you've been through a lot with this person. And then we have Healing Heart, healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. So you may be dealing with somebody who's actually quite immature. You really love them, but they're actually quite immature. And, you know, the toxic relationship, whatever it is, can be you guys just really trying to work through that healing heart. You know, but I like that we have the World energy. I'm going to come back to that. Because right now, in the current situation, we have the Three of Cups. Let's start with the Three of Cups energy. This is a celebratory vibe. This is Mercury in Cancer. This is a really nice energy for relationships, because it's like celebrating with friends and family, or even just the two of you, and having really good communication, because it's Mercury in Cancer, which is all about, you know, that home space, feeling at home with somebody. So I have to tell you, I feel like somebody's coming back from your past, though, John. Somebody's coming back from your past. Because the bookended energies here, there's a sense of familiarity. The Three of Cups and the Six of Cups, there's a familiarity about it. The Six of Cups is a reconnection card. It's the Sun in Scorpio. So it's like this new cycle, this transformation of something that was. So if it's not somebody who you were with before, it's somebody who you were with once upon a time in a different way. You didn't even have to, it doesn't matter if you were romantically connected with them or not. Or it could be somebody who you feel like you know from a past life. You know, there's a sense of familiarity. But there's this newness to this relationship. There's this newness here. So, Gem, I just feel like you're very focused on having that World energy. You've been through so much with this person, and you're just ready to cash it in. You know what I mean? You're ready to cash it in. You want to feel alive again. You want to feel like, you know, like a woman in that way, or a man in that way again. Do you know what I mean? Having to do with the sexuality. And you really want to tap into that. And I just feel like you're not having a lot of patience for this Page energy. You're just not. Like, they don't have their act together with money. They don't have their act together with communication. You know, again, you know, they just don't have their act together. And you're being conflicted over whether you want to stay in it or not. But I see you breaking yourself free from it, because you're realizing you're not going to have the World energy. You're not going to be able to tap into that beautiful part of yourself with this individual, because it's like there are these inherent boundaries, walls, something that's up, because they're just not capable of giving you what you want here. They're just not capable. But then we have the Three of Cups energy with the Six of Cups. So I feel like there's a reconnection that's going on here. So before I go into these, I want to go to the consent. I'm being called to. So this is outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. Outdated thinking over and over and over again. So I feel like somebody might be coming back from the past, Gem, and you want to make sure that you don't keep overplaying over and over and over again things that happen in this connection in the past, because the bottom line is this is upright. If this was not meant to be, this would be in reverse, because that means whatever was in the past needs to stay in the past. And I do like that we have the Jupiter energy here, because that's all about luck and expansion. It's the ruler of Sagittarius, which is about moving forward with integrity. So coming back to this, we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Six of Wands as the two insight cards here. So the Queen of Pentacles is a Sagittarius and Capricorn energy. So this is somebody who I am feeling, first of all, has their act together with money, but also understands connection more than anything. And they're willing to put the work in to move this forward in the way that's necessary, in a way that's going to make you really, really happy. You know, really, really happy. They understand what it is to have healthy boundaries, healthy restrictions. The reason I'm saying that is because it's Sagittarius and Capricorn. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. When you put Jupiter and Saturn together, Jupiter is like, I want to do this. And Capricorn's like, no, you have to do this first. You have to be more responsible. You have to do. And that's such a healthy energy, right? So this is somebody who's a grown-up. Okay? I feel like this is a grown-up energy and this is a childlike energy. I'm sorry. You know, I'm not saying that they're a bad person at all, but I feel like there's a difference in in maturity levels here. But this person, you're going to have the Six of Wands energy with, which is all about success and respect, mutual respect. You're going to respect this person very much. And not that you don't respect this person, but it's a struggle. Only because I am feeling that this person just can't seem to get their act together wholly so. Yeah. But then we have this reconnection energy. So again, either somebody's coming back from the past, or you know this person from the past. Like maybe you worked with them years ago or something like that. Or like you went to high school with them and they hit you up on social media or something like that. Or even though you were never with them in that way before. Or this could be, again, that sense of familiarity. And you know what I'm talking about, where you feel like you meet somebody who's cut from the same cloth, much more in alignment with you and where it is that you're going. Very complicated energy, I have to tell you, for me as a reader here. Very interesting. The winding kind of energetic blocks I'm getting. I do feel like there's confusion here for you, for sure. Now in the near future, we have, let's start out with the Eight of Wands, Mercury and Sagittarius, right? So Mercury is all about communication, moving forward, feeling a strong fire in your belly to move forward, but recognizing that you've been through a lot. You've been through a lot in relationships, Gemini. And you know what I like about this? It's like you're letting yourself feel that. You really are. You're letting yourself feel it. And then we have the Hierophant energy, which is Sag energy. It's all about belief system. So you're really getting front and center what you even think relationships are supposed to be. Who's supposed to do what? Who's supposed to show up in what way? As I feel like you were dealing with an energy that I'm not even going to say they were unhealthy. Maybe you want to call it unhealthy. I don't know, but immature. So where maybe you had to go in and take care of a lot of things that you didn't want to have to take care of. You know, where you were in the space of saying, I wish I had a partner who did blah, 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 you know, who just got it, who understood, right? Where you didn't have to sort of micromanage the relationship. But to the point where it kind of ended up blurring, right, what you considered to be a healthy relationship. Like, what does that even mean? Yeah, but then I love we have the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is great. It's great energy, Gemini and Cancer. So Gemini and Cancer is about really good communication, really great sharing of emotions. I mean, come on. And again, Cancer is that, you know, feeling rooted, feeling safe, feeling grounded, that home, like feeling just at home. And the Sun is a beautiful energy because, listen, you know, this and the world are the two most positive energies in the deck, right? And I love that you are I feel very focused on that world energy. You are just done. You just want to be happy already. That's it. You're very focused on that now, and you're going to be. But, you know, very much so, actually, for the next, you know, 17 months. Let's just safely say that, right? This Sag Gemini eclipse, definitely. But what I like about the Sun, it's like this is the path that you're supposed to be on, you know, for sure. This epiphanies are going to be popping. And this isn't to say that things are going to be perfect, because the Sun never means that. It never means that. It means that you're going to be provided with the landscape to cultivate a beautiful relationship, deepening of a relationship, really good communication. Like if you can't work it out in the Sun energy, you have to rethink your process. You know what I mean? Because there is a transformation going on here. So I do feel like for most of you, I'm getting this stronger than anything, there is a reconnection with somebody from your past that's going to be transformed. It's going to be deep, and love conquers and transforms all things. Moving forward with integrity. There's going to be a lot of attraction going on here, right? I mean, to get the sexuality card like that, I just feel like this, you tapping into a part of yourself that's been sleeping for a bit, that you maybe have not even realized, you know? Then we have the Snake here. So we have malicious, looking over your shoulder, right? Competition, enemy. So I have to tell you that I'm getting more than anything. There might be some sort of residue left from this, and I know that's kind of a harsh word, but I feel like there was something that was ending, that even though you're healing, you are overthinking things in your head, and you may be really, really focused on something that was really shady that went on in the relationship, and that could be connected to the very immature behavior up here. But I don't feel like this is connected to this energy. I just don't. There's nothing that would indicate that to me. Nothing. All right, that's why I save those to the end and I connect them the way I feel called to. Not to make it fit, but how I'm being called to say it. But I do feel like these two are connected to that top row. And that here, even though you have this new energy coming in, you're still like, you know, like, you know, when you're in a relationship for a long time, you know, there's a saying like bad relationships can change good people. Sometimes it doesn't have to be so dramatic, but you get so accustomed to thinking a certain way when you're in a relationship for a long time that you forget that it could be any other way. And I just feel like you're very kind of in that outdated thinking, outdated conditioning, where this person comes in and they're like, why are you doing that? You don't need to like that's not how things need to go. That's not, you know, and you're like, oh my God, really? Okay. Wheel of Fortune, nice. Jupiter. So Jupiter energy, 3 of Cups, another 3 of Cups energy celebrating the moon. I feel I'm getting in touch with yourself. Knight of Wands. Oh, so much passion here. So, Gem, I feel like you're going to be moving away from an energy. You're going to be returning to an energy that you were with, or somebody who's of the same ilk, you know what I mean? Or somebody who you feel that family resonance with. Lots of passion, all that stuff, but you're going to be feeling something deep inside of yourself. Just make sure you don't create any kind of false narratives for yourself in the moon energy. That's the only thing I want to say. I love the moon energy. I really, really do. It's beautiful, but this can tell me that you might be a little unclear of the way things are rolling out. Right? Because when we get the moon, there is a Neptunian vibe here, right? So we just kind of want to be careful of that. You know, you don't want to create any sort of issues, right? Because it's Pisces, and even though the moon rules Cancer, astrology, in tarot it's connected to Pisces. I know it gets confusing, but and Pisces is ruled by Neptune. So you may be in this fabulous space, but it might almost be confusing for you. Like you're not even sure if like you're doing it right, or are you being the way you're supposed to be? Like, yeah, you know. But it's a very internal energy. Just make sure that you don't sabotage anything because you're not 100% clear of something. And you want to make sure that you're not just like refresh on your thought process, having to do with this energy and having to do with an energy that you're reconnecting to. Whatever happened in the past with you guys, toothpaste is out of the tube, it's done, it's gone. This is a new day. Everybody has changed now, right? You guys notice that across the board since the pandemic? Everybody's had like a new check of reality. So much change, right? And so many people, especially, certain signs certainly feeling it more. Isn't that always the case? But, you know, I am getting that this is a beautiful piece of advice for you to heed, like right in the middle here. Just outdated thinking, throw it out the window. This is a new time we're in. And this is an updated version of that person that you were with. So yeah, I do like this, Gemini. I do. I feel like it's going to be a very emotionally intense time for you. Confusing, because I feel like there's a mix of energies going on here, and in the middle of all of that, you're going to feel pushed to update your thinking and heal yourself and deal with some sort of residual energy that may be super angry, and try to figure out the sexuality part. You know, getting back in touch with that part of yourself. There's a lot of change. There's a lot of transformation going on here. Yeah, but we have Jupiter there to help you out, so it's all good stuff. And remember, you matter, right? You got Libra. We threw the Libra dice. You matter. So it's not always about other people all the time, right? Okay, my friends, that is what I have for you. I hope this was helpful in some way. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.